Hey guys, thanks for tuning into this video. Real quick, I'd just like to cover some of my initial impressions and some features of the HK416 clone chambered in .22 long rifle. First things first, this is not produced by HK. It is licensed to HK, licensed from HK and produced by Walther in Germany, imported into the United States by Umarex USA. This was a little bit concerning to me at first, being that Umarex USA is essentially an air gun or airsoft manufacturer. That concerned me a little bit. I was hesitant about the quality and reliability, I guess, and durability of this rifle. I have approximately 1,000 rounds downrange with it so far, and not a single malfunction. The only issue we've had was one round from a Federal bulk pack failing to ignite, which is nothing unusual. Generally, you'll get a couple of those per 500 rounds, one or two or three maybe. But the price is right, so you can't complain. But we've got, like I said, about 1,000 rounds downrange with this. Probably half of them were literally mag dumps done by a young new shooter that we brought to the range one day. So, like I said, not a single failure to eject, failure to feed, anything like that. Just one failure to ignite, and I'll blame that on the ammo, not like a light primer strike or anything like that. Just to cover some of the features, we'll go ahead and start at the rear here. Retractable HK style buttstock with a buffer tube that is replaceable with AR-15 parts. This is commercial diameter, so you could throw a mil-spec buffer tube in there and run any of the stocks that you choose. It does have a storage compartment in the rear that is pretty big, actually. You just twist and pull out when it's in the center position. Battery, CR123 battery tubes, as well as just general storage. It does have, again, an HK style pistol grip, which is very comfortable and ergonomic. And neither of these, pistol grip or the buttstock, I mean, you can't buy them, to throw on your AR-15. You can only get them, as far as I'm aware, please somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but you can only get them by purchasing the civilian version of the HK416. So it's pretty cool to have these features, that are fairly high quality, coming on your, Walther Umarex 416 clone. The quad rail is free floating. Not like it really makes a huge difference. It's just attached to the barrel nut with this Allen head right here. It mounts up extremely firm. Everything, the quote-unquote monolithic type fit is fine. I mean, you could run your optic mount over where the fore end meets the upper, and everything lines up perfectly, which is cool. Moving even more forward, it's got a fake piston gas regulator type thing up front here, just for show. You got your HK sling hooks if you did need to. M4 looking barrel, as well as an A2 looking flash hider that does not have a flat bottom like some. It does have proprietary, let's see if I can get this off, threads on it, so you cannot throw any aftermarket flash suppressor on. And this is one thing too that also concerned me before getting out to the range, is that this outer barrel sheath is not really part of the barrel. This, hopefully this will come up on the video, but you can see that the threads are actually on the barrel itself, which is inside of this outer. So the barrel itself is very, very small and a little flimsy. This is common with other .22 clones on the market, some GSGs or the Umarex Colt M4 or the Umarex MP5, things of that nature. I'm not saying it's been an issue so far. Like I said, I mean, we ran this thing, as hard as you can from a bench. We'll get out and do some run and gun with it here in a little bit, but barrel warping or overheating so far has not been an issue. Like I said, 500 rounds, pretty much straight mag dumps. and no issues. So, nothing good to, nothing bad to say so far in terms of the reliability, durability part. The dust cover does work, unlike on the Colt M4s produced by Umarex. Forward assist is just fake, as well as the bolt hold open. It does not function. But the diopter type sights with the hooded front is, HK look-alike. They're pretty high quality, actually. But they are not, again, nothing on this is official HK, quote unquote, produced. So it's all by, you can see it's a license right here on the magwell. Licensed trademark of Heckler Koch, made by Karl Walther, Germany. It does not, well, actually, excuse me, it does. It says U.S. importer, Umarex USA. Another concern I did have about this was the ability to take it down completely. There's a couple videos on YouTube of, showing, how to take the bolt out, out of the upper, fire control group, whatnot. It's pretty difficult, I'm not going to lie. Basic takedown is simple, and even in the owner's manual it states that this is all you have to do to clean it, and taking it down any further than this is going to void your warranty, which is a little goofy. But here you can see the fire control group. Even with the hammer forward, you can select safe, like a normal AR-15. And you can see the little flappy paddle here. Does not hold the bolt open or release it. This is a proprietary fire control group. Unlike the Smith & Wesson 1522s where you can install regular AR-15 fire control groups, this is proprietary to Walther or Umarex, whatever you want to call it. The trigger's heavy, not gonna lie, but it is fairly smooth on its take up, and there is a lot of over travel. For a 22, that's not a huge issue. You can still achieve pretty high rates of fire, more so than the factory Ruger 1022 fire control group. But it's heavy, does not lend itself for precision shooting. But I really don't think that's what this gun is, going to be purchased for. At least that's not what I want it to do as far as a precision gun goes. This is a, quick reflex type, run and gun type, planker, pretty much. And as far as the upper is concerned, you can see the bolt in here. This is a proprietary charging handle. You can see it function, and this is all you're supposed to do as far as cleaning goes. Just clean the carbon, use a dirt removal aerosol product, but they do not recommend taking it down any further than this. So we're gonna have to wait and see how the long-term high round count reliability goes. But this is it. You're looking at it right here. This is the field strip. So I'll go ahead and put these back together, and we'll just cover a few things. All right, now that she's back together, field strip obviously is easy, like you just saw. One other thing that is pretty cool about this is you can see the barrel extends into the receiver up to this point here. So it looks like it's got a 14.5-inch barrel. It's 16 inches overall, but since the barrel starts right here, according to the ATF, it is 16 inches overall, but gives the appearance that it is 14.5-inch barrel. So that's pretty nice. It is a very, solid. There's no play between the upper and lower, like you'll find common on AR-15s without an EQ-wedge or a foam earplug shoved back there. The rifle feels really good. And just if you guys are wondering, we've got a Vortex Strike Fire on top. It's been good so far. It gets fairly bright. Battery life is supposed to be good, but the caps do not lock. Unless you're really ripping on them, they will not seat, which is fine. For its price point, can't beat it. But we'll do a review on that if there's enough demand on the Vortex Strike Fire. But just shoot me a PM if you want to see something like that. As far as accuracy is concerned, like I said earlier, I don't intend for this to be a DMR type AR style gun or anything like that. It's just a planker, something fun to shoot. It looks cool. It feels good. We'll do some running and gunning with it, and some reflex shooting. But it's sufficiently sufficiently accurate you know, to shoot an 8x8 square piece of steel at 100 yards consistently. You know, we haven't even put it on paper because, like I said, it's not intended to be a paper puncher or an accurate gun by any means. The factory sights, I mean, the diopter style sights are cool. I do not prefer them to, you know, a peep sight or anything like that. I mean, they're just different, and I really have not gotten proficient with them yet. Lastly, we'll just cover the magazine here. This is the one that was provided from the factory. It holds 20 rounds, I believe, and it is full, you know, 30 round AR-15 or HK416 size. So I mean, it's small, very well built. It is polymer, 100%. Extremely solid. It loads very easy, and it fits in the mag well, very nice, and is very secure. I mean, it's got a little wobble. No more than you'd find on an AR-15. So cannot complain about that. Magazine releases, you know, standard AR-15. I mean, this is a good trainer, better so than a Ruger 1022. And just to prove that point, I brought my Ruger 1022 in. This one is riding on a Troy Industries T22 chassis. Again, if you guys want to see a review on that in the future, we can do that as well. This one's obviously been Duracoated by me. It was a custom brew. I don't even remember what I put in it. But, I mean, as far as the 1022 is concerned, I can't say enough good things about it. This one has actually been, the barrel's been cut down to 14.5 inches, and we've welded a phantom flash suppressor on here for 16 inches overall. You know, the 1022, this particular one, has probably got, I want to say 10 or 12,000 rounds through it. I mean, you've had your basic issues with, you know, low quality 22 ammunition, but it's been durable. There's been no parts breakages or anything of that nature. And this thing has been beat on pretty good. You know, again, these are intended to do the same thing. That is reflex shooting, run and gun type stuff, planking. They're not precision guns. With that said, though, on, you know, like your Smith & Wesson 1522s or this, you know, Walther HK416 clone, you know, the controls are going to be the same as your AR-15 with your safety selector, your magazine release, charging it, you know, where the Ruger, and this has been discussed 1,000 times on the internet, charging the weapon slightly different, the safety's different, you know, the pistol grip angle is a little different, you know, it's just all a little different, and I don't think it really lends itself to training directly for your AR perfectly, but that's not to say that it is not, you know, better than not training at all. As far as the Umarex HK416 clone is concerned, my overall impressions are positive. We have not, like we discussed, had any parts breakages or stoppages. You know, the kind of puny barrel insert is really not showing to be an issue. Again, with you know, mag dump after mag dump, not an issue. The components are all high quality. The charging handle is solid. The stock and grip, everything is extremely comfortable and extremely solid. Even the quad rail on it is more than adequate for running a foregrip or a bipod or whatever. There's no flex at all, no movement. If anything does come up and we have some parts breakages or whatever, I'll be sure to update this video or at least provide some information on that. But so far so good. If you guys want to see any reviews on anything else shown here, just let me know. Again, this is really not what my channel you know, is dedicated to, but I'm here to help people out, and if there's anything you guys want to see, let me know. Thanks for watching.